despite my YouTube name being changed from San Antonio 17 to now Retro Big Cat because of my little brother and myself. This is our channel. If you like it, cool. If you don't, you don't. I'm going to do whatever I want to do on this channel, whether y'all like it or not. If I want to talk about a specific brand or channel, I'm going to do that. Y'all have no problem talking about GameStop all the time. Y'all make countless videos of it. And EA or Electronic Arts every day, 24/7, 365. But when I talk about G4 or ESPN, now it's a problem. Okay? Like I said, I will do whatever the heck I want to do. If you don't like it, kiss my Converse, kick rocks, and don't come back. I'm not playing with y'all. All right? So let's get this party started. Okay? G4 was an American paid television digital network owned by NBC Universal and later Comcast that primarily focused on video games, technology, pop culture, and game culture. It was launched April 24th, 2002, which is 23 years ago. And it was relaunched on November 16th, 2021. And it was closed on December 31st, 2014. And it relaunched and it closed again November 18th, 2022. And it was replaced by Esquire Network. It was a magazine. And it had G4 Tech TV, short but golden era, baby. I love it. It was launched, if I go into it, from May 28th, 2004 to February 15th, 2005. And I do remember May 2004, my Retro and I, my little brother, we were in a different state. We went to go see our sister and brother-in-law and the kids when they were living in a different state too. They were stationed in a different state. It was summer 2004. That's when we discovered watching G4 Tech TV, and that's when my nephew niece watched it with us. So, yeah. That's how they became fans of video games because of us uncles. So if y'all watching, your uncle loves you. We really do. Now, you had 2002, 2014 original. You had the merger with Tech TV. Like I said, short but golden era. Shout out to Charles Hirschhorn. He was a former president of Walt Disney Television and Television Animation at the time. He was the president of G4 TV. So... And then you have the 7-year misery when they kicked him out and brought in Neil Tiles. And I know people are going to say without him, G4 TV would have been buried. They would have been sent to the video game cemetery or TV cemetery long time ago. And here's the realest take, period, on this YouTube channel. I would rather G4 TV be sent to the TV cemetery than being dragged through the mud, being mocked, being disrespected, and be the shell of its former self. That's why people out there, myself included, had a problem with that brand, that channel. They abandoned the formula. They abandoned the ship. What made G4 who they are? They made them what it was back then. Excuse me, tongue twisted. And then you have the DirecTV carriage dispute, which they end up taking them off. They removed G4 if it's a channel lineup due to low interest and the crappy ratings. And you have WWE and UFC trying to buy them out. They end up, UFC end up partnering with Fox, and WWE launched its own network in February 24th, 2014. So fast forward to the pandemic year in the new decade, it was announced to relaunch, and they wasn't around for a whole year before they end up closing down again. So yeah, it was crazy during those times, man. I mean, when I heard they would relaunch, I had mixed feelings. Part of me was happy, but the other part of me is like, I don't know. So we'll see what happens. And then you saw what you saw. You have the old school, new school. It was more new school than old school. The old school was Kevin Pereira, and Adam Sessler. The rest of them were from the esports industry or people on here on YouTube or who was it, Twitch. And then you have the hosts as correspondents from the original run from 2002 to 2013. Like I said, I'll put the links in the description. And then you have the second run. I mean, you have the completionist, you have the Black Hokage. I will subscribe to him once about a time on YouTube. He was a co-host for X Play. I mean, that's probably the only reason why I watched G4, the relaunched version of it, because of him. You know, you didn't have people of color. You didn't have someone look like him, look like me. And the fact that he was up there, that put a smile on my face. That should put a smile in every black person's face, you know? But we all know what happened with the second run. And yes, I know Frost went on that little rant back in January 2022. The article link will be in the description. I talked about that years ago. So the main reason why I wanted to do this video, not to mention it's April 24th, 2026. It was launched 24 years ago. I want to give you my top shows, my favorite shows of all time. Even though I did a rant video, I'll put the links in the description as well. But I want to expand on it. Now, I have Unbeatable Banzuke, Ninja Warrior. I mean, those two shows, they were around for a long time. In fact, I think Unbeatable Banzuke was around in 2000. What was it? They launched in, what was it? From TBS from 1995 to 2002. And I think I saw somewhere where it says they were around in 2008, 2010, 2021 to 2022. I did not see it at all, so I don't know what they're talking about, which is reruns. And then you have Ninja Warrior. They still around. They launched in 1997, and then you have the women of Ninja Warrior that have been around since 2001. So you had 2006 to 2012, and then you have 2021 to 2022, like the Unbeatable Banzuke. They say reruns. Like I said, I did not see it. I don't know what G4 is talking about. So then you have shows like Blister, Filter. I didn't want to put it on the list because I didn't watch Blister and Filter like that. You know what I mean? I mean, the first time I've seen it was, I think it was on here on YouTube this past year. So yeah, you have the Electric Playground, which they've been around for a long time. I have it on my list. And then you have Judgment Day. Yes, Judgment Day. You have Tommy Tallarico and Victor Lucas. You have the Good Cop, Bad Cop, which is a good video game reviewer and bad video game reviewer, different personalities, giving their own personal score and all this other stuff on video games. And I loved it. Every minute of it. Electric Playground, you still have that, but you have that weekly wrapping up the week in video games, technology, entertainment. I liked it. It was awesome, but they ended it back in 2015, which is a shame. So those are my shows that my like the bottom, which is what was it? Electric Playground, who was it? Judgment Day, or Reviews on the Run. Yeah, the Ninja Warrior and Unbeatable Banzuke. What was your favorite shows? And yes, I will try to do part 2 of it sometime later next week or the week after, because I'm supposed to go out of town like the first week of May. We'll see what happens. But like I said, Big Cat Thoughts video will be out between next Wednesday or next Thursday, the 29th or the 30th. So be on the lookout for that. And without further ado, throwing y'all a salute with your thoughts on the video, and I am out.